Hello, good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Tuesday, March 11th. It is 8:49 a.m. This is going to be a short one. And basically it has I have some words regarding what is going on right now in the market. Okay. As you can see, there is a couple of things that I see going on here. You know? First, if we notice, for example, the volume that we are having, this is really good volume what you are having here. This is market. This is the volume of the New York Stock Exchange composite volume, and about 5.6 million, which is really good actually. It's not bad, it's good, and you can see there is volume increasing, and it's above 4.5 overall. Last year, for example, I'm going to use this is the daily chart, right? This year and this year, the overall was below 4 million. So we are having good volume now here. Yeah, that's one thing. The other thing that comes right to my mind, or before going over there, let's just take a quick look at what's happening in these charts, right? I got here all these three all together, monthly, weekly, and daily. As you can see, I have labeled 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10% pullback from the all-time highs here, right? And I had this go no go level right here, and this is July high. But I didn't mean to be July high, but having these lows here. Let's take a bigger look here. This is a monthly. Right, this was my go no go level here, 57, 28 or 24, something like that here. Right, which coincided with a pullback from this high of about 7%. 7% high, which is an area around which, when bigger time frame participants may start to feel some pressure in this market. Right? After the market has taken this, has had an extension pretty much all the way to 10% pullback, has still not had 10 pullback. To begin or to close the week, it was exactly to 8%. It was, you can see here, I have just transferred this reference to here, and the market was bought right there to the tick, right? Which by itself may not mean much, but the odds that low was the low. Also, you can see this leader access here was very low, right? It was very low. Now, the way home markets work, the last time the market had a pullback, exactly, instead of having exactly to 10%, to 8%, it was to 10%, almost to the tick, It was somewhere mid-year last year. I don't remember exactly where or when, no, but I remember that number. That was something that I was aware when the market made this pullback exactly to this level, and made me think, okay, maybe, right? Maybe that's could be something. There can be some sideways trading happening here, or something like that. That was one thing. Right. The other thing that I was commenting with Hale, sometimes there's some market dynamics that start to happen, right? Something that I have noticed, and you will see this when we get to market profile, right? Is how this market now is sideways trading 2 days, right? Trading in pairs, basically. You got 2-day range. POC. This POC could have been very well here. You got another 2 days range. Notice that this range is different. It's not an inside day as this one, but value is about same high, same low, same POC. Different kind of balance, but balance at the end. And I was, that is interesting. Can that happen today, right? Because traders are so excited now. They are got to sell. They're selling every rally now. They may keep continue selling, but there could be some rebalancing that may happen today. Remember, markets don't move in straight lines. I mean, that's not a that's not a that's just an observation, right? Now, if I check the weekly, we have a trend now, range, very big range here, like 16-week range here, and the breakout of this range. First one, something smaller here, then we got another one, another reference, another breakout, important reference here, being taken out. Now the big one, the no-go level down here. We are just like getting out of that. Something curious. Now I have this trend line. I noticed when I was doing my homework. I got this trend line from in the weekly. That was there. I didn't do this. I didn't put this yesterday, but it was here. It is here for some time. And I'm using this lows here, and then the market just stays above it, right? Didn't get quite get to that, but how it was bought exactly from that reference, right? Can this be, as it was here, a low? Maybe. We won't know until after the fact. But now, what I can observe in this chart is this weekly gap has been closed. The range has been taken. Right? And now we are inside this 2-week range here. And that's the reason why I have this highlighted high and low here. It is extremely short. The market the inventory is very short right now. But I'm noticing this thing here. The other thing that I saw from this chart is, this pullback, while this is a 10% pullback from the all-time highs, I just couldn't avoid but wonder, I mean, how much is this pullback from the all-time highs relative to the last year? As you can see, this is the high of the range of 2024. This is the low of the range of 2024. And this is the center. This is 50% pullback from the all-time, from the whole year, right? Which can be, I'm not saying this is how I trade, but I couldn't avoid, right? I couldn't avoid just to notice this thing. I'm going to pull it. I'm going to put something here. I'm going to label 50% pullback relative 50% 2024, right? 2024 pullback right there. All right, just to know. All right, that's keep. I'm going to set that aside and keep check. I will come back to this in a while, in a little bit. All right, this is 50% pullback from the whole year. Mechanical trading. All right. Now, if there is anything here, if this is a low, the things that I want that the market can do is take back this reference here, this one here, this 2-week range here, continues to take back support. Notice how many times has been bought, or first was resistance and then was support, like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now, what was resistance or what was support now is resistance. Can be resistance. Market can come back and try to check this and keep selling from this. Notice this trend line as well. Right? And while I have this 50% pullback from the all-time highs, I couldn't avoid to notice. I couldn't avoid to notice that this go no go level that we have here, this is the daily charts now, that this go no go level, what is this go no go level? Remember, is this one here, this lows here. This is July high as well, right? Originally I had this mark just to hit, but when I extended to the left, this is July high. And guys, what is July? July is the half of the year. So this maybe is not a 50% pullback from the year. 50% pullback is here, right? And when you have this kind of movements to centers, to 50s, to halfbacks, usually comes down here and has some downside extension. But if I look from another perspective, this is half of the year. Most of the half of the year, right, in calendar terms, not in percentage, but in calendar terms, has been retraced. Not just retraced, but has been taken further down, way more than this high here. That is the thing that I got from my homework yesterday. Right? This pullback all the way down to here, and if I check, now I have the dailies here, right? Notice where this low is. Now, all of this range now is out. In the weekly, I have two-day balance. 2-week balance, right? When I did my homework yesterday, one of the observations that I had is that there is nothing here, right? Nothing below here. Notice all this market, all this advance being held, being by basically nothing. And what we have below, and this can be like, let me check. Let me redo this thing, right? Okay, right here. Right? There's nothing here. You have this gap here, and there's nothing here. No sideways trading here. Different than this, right? Sideways trading, range here, range, some little range here, range. But here, there is nothing here. Absolutely nothing here. And below here, we have a range. Right? But the thing is, and this is the other thing that I have in mind now, is the current contract, which is March, is about to expire. Notice when this expires. This expires in the 20. The 20 is here. So we have this week and next week. Next week, March is going to be, volume is going to go down, right? That is from here. This is November or September. March contract starts here in December, right? It starts in December from the 12th, kind of like around this area, from here. Well, it's 12. Come on. Yeah, around this area here. When we start having volume, all of this now has out. This is very short, which means that not just these have been removed, but the inventory is very short, and those contracts have to be executed. If this is just trading, if this is just liquidation, there is going to be some amount of trading there that has to be either liquidated, in this case cover, or have a rollover, or have to do something. That's a dangerous situation here. That's a dangerous situation that we may have during this week, during the rest of the week, but mostly next week. I usually I learn not to trade the rollover period. The volatility usually increases, and there is a lot of stuff that can happen that I have no idea what it is. Right? And also we have VIX at 28 now. My main, after the break we have yesterday, there was significant amount of volume. Where it was here. You have some kind of volume here in this area. Where is blue? Yeah, here specifically this one here. Let me save this thing. Save. I'm going to save this one, and this is for today now. Right. What I am watching as the market opens faces the potential sideways trading on two range formation, either by highs and lows or either by value relative to yesterday, as it was here or here. And the other thing is, notice where the market is right now. Where the market is, it's about the center, very close to the center. Also, hold this rally high, right? Hold this rally high. Stop right at halfback, which is not a good high, which is an indication that there can be some upside here. I'm not saying it's going to take this high, but this high is not good. This closing halfback. And notice how as we get close to the opening, where this is. We have inventory that is over, no, it's not over, it's mostly long now. There's some rebalancing that is happening as we speak. And the trend is to the downside, right? Trend is to the downside, but overnight inventory is long. So there can be some rebalancing, there can be some selling that can be mistaken but for rebalancing of this inventory from yesterday. That's one thing, right? That's one thing. The other thing, since it's opening very close to pullback inside yesterday's range, inside value area, there can be a lot of chop today. Also, that's the odds. That's between the odds. Chops and rotation are within the odds, and I consider this high. Having a pullback close to 10% also risks some kind of selling here. I don't know how more selling can come out of this, but I will be aware of this thing as well, this pullback here. But first things first, I think the market has to deal first with this one. I'm not saying it has to take this high, right? Because we have different kind of information. I am not attached to something. I am not with the bias here. I am going to buy this market or I am going to sell this market. I don't do that, right? Having a bias is a killing here. And I am not being streaming and trading for several reasons, right? One that is I had this stream when I started to stream. I started as a way to help me to gain or to keep my mind focused in the market. And trading actually is not a glamorous activity. Most of the trading is observing. If the session is 13 periods, 14 periods, something like that, most of the time we'll be watching the market. Most of the time, got to be looking at the screen, trying to find something that prevents you to get distracted, taking breaks. It's not as many people believe that if you are trading, you are going to be buying, selling, and doing 400, 800, 600,000 trades a day. That's just crazy. The odds of being successful doing that are very low. What I do, or the goal that I have, or one may have, is trying to find the opportunities in the market. Yesterday, for example, there was only one. I saw only one, right? Once the market has this volume here, could have been something here, right? There could be something here. You got to be kind of like experienced to see these kind of things, right? The other thing, or the only opportunity I saw was this one here. Once the market has a breakout of this range here, this period creates a distribution, because previously it fails to keep a distribution here. You have an inside day potential breakout. If this was to the downside, that was the trade. It wasn't to the downside, it was to the upside. It closed this distribution, closed this, closed this one, and that was a failure. There was nothing there. And this was the only opportunity during the day. And can you imagine streaming for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours and just taking this trade? That's not something that can be. I personally think that cannot keep my focus in that, right? Or keep talking all day long until I see that opportunity. This one. If you have made 300 trades yesterday, I think, to be honest, I think you have to rethink what you're doing. Or just look at your balance, right? Are you being successful? Is that good for you? That's the thing. Right? But I wasn't. I'm not here to talk about that. I say this one was going to be short. I was going to talk about what is going on here. This change in this market, potentially, I think this can be potentially a low, because it has good access. You have good access. There is rejection of lower prices here. There is volume getting lower here. You can see also that, if you have those, you can use those as well. Because it has nice market profiles, I suppose. And notice how volume decreases, right? And all my observation that I do here, I also do in the daily on those, and I can just move that over here as well. For example, let's charge what I'm going to charge my drawing. Wait a minute. I can do that. For example, main references, right? And all my references are here, right? As well. I have late rally high here, which is what I am looking at. I have nice access. Notice how volume is low, very low here, and it is always relative to something, right? Very low relative to this. Right? Throughout the day, high volume here, high volume here. The high is, I have more volume the highs than here, and this high is very questionable because it was an overnight reference. And what is that? Right. I had this pullback here. If you use candlesticks or bar charts only, it may not be that much. This one here, that much relevant. But when you put this together, when you got market profile, this one here, notice where this high is, right here. But what support here is a resistance. But this high is very questionable for me. Now, it doesn't mean the market has to deal with this right now, but it is something that I will carry down the road, right? And that's why, again, if I go to my main reference here, and that's why I am what it is. Why I'm calling this questionable high from yesterday. This is POC. You don't need profiles. Once you have a kind of like an understanding profile, you kind of like can find out where POC is, right? If not, again, TOS is free. You can have some market profiles here as well. Yeah, market profile, and this is volume profile. This is daily though. That's the thing that TOS doesn't have a single period volume profile, just as overall the daily. You can configure this in here, right? You go appearances, I believe it's appearances. What is this? Previous monkey bars. You use monkey bars instead of candlesticks or bars. And it's free. The best thing is it is free. Now I have here, this is some, look at how some stocks are being hammered here, man. This is the daily, well, Magnificent 7. Apple, it is unbelievable for me how Apple, for example, how Berkshire has sold tremendous amount of stocks of Apple, and as they took like about a year to sell, and you know that it is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. That's how good that company is, right? And they can sell, and still market keeps going high. That's the dream, right? Look at Netflix. All this gap being closed below the 100. Meta, yeah. Tesla, way below the 200. Coming really close to this support here. Nvidia, I think it's in range. These are more serious to me, like Apple, Google, and Amazon, and Microsoft, these ones over here. They may hold this break better. But still, they are in distribution mode right now. All them with the exception of Apple. I think if this one falls, that's going to be, this is the one that could sign a capitulation of the bigger time frame holding inventory. All right. So again, as just before the opening, my main piece of information is this high, M high, as it was yesterday. It was this late pullback low, but the market, it opened way below the pullback low, right? Way below, signaling a weak market yesterday. So the trade yesterday was selling rallies, and now it's not opening above, it's not opening below. So this is one of the trickiest situations that I may find. Notice how the market didn't have, has a lot of selling here, right? Lot of selling here, or you can call it a lot of buying here as well. Selling from mechanical references here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, right? But not having too much, not having much. I don't expect, as I say, I don't expect big break today. But if the market takes this low in the opening period, that's a sign of weakness. That is a sign of weakness. A potential downside continuation here. Below this, I don't have more. All these references, man, are from September. These are just too far back in time. There is no, these have no impact on what can, how can I monitor this thing. Maybe just this one, this 10% pullback low, and the overnight low as well. Oh, that was the other. The last thing is, while it's very close to the 10% pullback low, it has excess. This is a little nuance that I have here, right? Making an overnight low, the market making a low in the overnight session. I have seen the market going long distances with a tremendous low during the overnight session. But still, this is a nuance here. This is a nuance. Got to be the way how I trade or how I face the market when it has high volatility is the same, as it doesn't change. The system, the mindset doesn't change. Right? I have two ticks. My toes charts are also 2 ticks here. These are 2 ticks. I use the same kind of information. The same kind of information here. If the market, for example, would have closed this gap here, this distribution, before the M, of course. Now I'm talking about an I. That's the only thing, right? That's the other thing. Closing this distribution here, It's a sign that what happened here is not that relevant. It diminishes the relevance of this part here. If M would have not closed, that would be a different story today. Yeah? So there is some potential here for the upside, or at least better than yesterday. All right, that's one thing. Another thing here is, oh, I need to take this call. Just a second, please. Okay, where it was? Oh, to close, right? To close is this this distribution not being closed, and this being the only opportunity. And the way how I face or look at the market, if this distribution was closed, the trade was over. The trade wasn't working. I will not wait until the market is way up here to close. Well, this is it. This is it. Now, when volatility increases, these options also increases, but what you have out of this actually is better, right? What doesn't change is the mindset. The mindset, the process remains the same. Okay. Again, this is my first thing. The first thing I am going to be watching today. This pullback, this rally high here, the market taking this low ends this upside, ends the action to the upside. I don't consider the overnight here. Notice also how much volume the overnight has. 500 is huge, man. For an overnight session, that's huge. I have seen only once the market doing like 700,000 during the overnight, and that was when a big break that the market has in the overnight. When it broke like about 150 points, something like that, but what happened after was a huge recovery. It just recovered. It took back all of the losses when it happened in the overnight. Now this has happened, but there is a lot of inventory here that is being rebalanced as we speak. Notice just check where this is being bought, right? It doesn't speak well of the highs. It tells me that there's a lot of trading money here, a lot of short-term trading that's going on here, but there is something else going on behind curtains here. All right. I wish you have a wonderful trading day today. I hope I can see you tomorrow. I don't think I am going to be doing more streams that often now, but if you have anything, you can just I guess there was. I saw somebody asking for the Discord before. I don't. There's not too much people here. Hell also trades. I believe he trades Nasdaq. But if you wanna join, I mean, I don't call trades, right? Where is the invitation? Here. Okay, this link. I'll put this in Discord. I mean in the comments. If you wanna join, you're welcome. I don't charge anything here. I don't have to say, but also I don't call trades. I have a reading on the market. If it's helpful, you're welcome. All right, I'm getting very close to overnight halfback. Can you see how mechanical this trading is? It just remains the same, unchanged here. Hello guys, I hope you have a wonderful, as I say, I hope you have a wonderful trading day. Oh, check this out, man, check this out. Oh boy, this is the low. Look at this, look at this low. Come on, man, where it is. This actually, this can be something, huh? This is very mechanical low here. Very mechanical low here. Very risky though. And this is the thing when I do the stream, I cannot focus. This is something, this could be a buying opportunity here. When this market open, have this mark here. And as soon as if the market, this low is not good, right? But there can be something here, aim to this M up here. Just that. This support resistance is from way back in time. It doesn't make any sense now. Cedar Hill, this also, there's nothing here. And the market opening, the center. And it takes some time to check the market, right? Don't hurry into trades. There is a lot of things that happen around the opening. There's a lot of chops that happen at the opening. I won't do anything here. This is also, this low is also overnight halfback, your value area high. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Just too risky. Okay. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. Happy trading, my friends. Bye-bye.